While war raged in the south and the rangers of the north were absent, brigands and ruffians took an opportunity to wrest control of Bree.
Welcome back everyone to Skirmishing 102, where today we are going to start the rounds of doing skirmishes with my Warden. And the first thing we're going to do today is to make a baseline on where the Warden is in doing just a basic tier 1 skirmish. So we're doing thievery and mischief for that. Now I had hoped to do reaching the Necromancer's Gate for this particular round in here, but it looks like that somebody broke the access to running the epic skirmishes, so for the moment no one has access to them. Yes, and this character has unlocked them in the past because, as you'll see in just a moment, I do have the Skirmisher Middle-earth title, which means that I obviously have run those skirmishes before on this character. But ever since the update that they had today, that functionality has been broken. I was going to get to these guys faster. Maybe I'm not using the Warden as efficiently as I should be. Well, I'll just have to get used to that because I'm still falling back into trying to use the Warden as I would previously. And with the changes, obviously, the optimal way to play a Warden, I'm sure, has most likely changed. There you go. Now, let's go and take care of you. Here I am falling onto making sure I do my gambits and load a high chain, which is consistent with the old way of doing things. Or at least what you're expected to do on there. Oh, hey, can I do this? I'll do that on the last one, the way of the spear thing, however that operates. I'm not too sure what that does. Let's see, the way of the spear. Oh, okay, that gives you initial extra initial damage on your gambits. For how long? 10 seconds. So you get 10-second buff to. So what you really should do then is pop that just before you set off the gambit. Don't do it when you're building up the gambit. Do it when you're setting off the gambit. That way you can take full advantage of it. And when you see, we're at 1 right now, so we're at plus 4%. I would presume that if we build this all the way up to 3, we can get all the way up to 12% maybe? As you can see, I still don't have down the optimal ways in which to play the class now. Yes, change the class a little bit and you forget how to play your class. Or you might not, but I would. There we go, here we go. Oh, I got it up to 2. Oh, I'm only 2 away from getting full. Way the spear is now at. I did it again, didn't I? Yeah. I didn't have a chance to actually see what it did. I wanted to set it off when it got to the last opponent, and of course completely forgot that what I said about doing the builders first. Oh well. That's the problem of doing it when you have lots of small enemies. Okay, I'm at 1 right now. Okay, at 1 we are. I'm trying to get information. Okay, I'm at 2 right now. Oh, is that? Oh, level 2 gives you 12%. And level 3 must give you a really nice bonus if that's true. Alright, let's see. Can I get here before this runs out? Oh, yes, I do manage it. Oh, the trouble is, alright, let's. It dies before I have a chance to try it. Well, never mind. Anyway, you've seen me do this skirmish a number of times, so paying a little extra attention to the Warden and how I'm working on that is probably not all that much of a problem that I'm going to have here. Here we go. I just have this instinct of running right next to the guy as soon as which is probably a reasonable thing to do if I were facing a defiler or something like that. Maybe less useful against some other mobs. Though of course, I am primarily a melee fighter. So I don't feel like switching back and forth between melee stance and between melee and ranged. Yes, ranged. That's the other word I wanted. Okay, I'm at Advanced Techniques 1. Alright, good. And make sure that my... Oh, Shepherd of Phil. That's going to be a real problem. I haven't quite figured out how to do Shepherd well under the new Warden. So that's something I still need to get right. Well, I'll have to figure that out at some point. Like, I have to figure that out now. Yeah, that's not working. Okay, convection definitely doesn't work then. How about if I just... Yeah, that's not working well. Ah. Alright. Oh, hello there. Let me get this filth off of me before I attack you. Well, actually, this slows things down a bit. That's the main problem with this, right? It, plus 30% attack duration, slows you down, plus 10% on all skill inductions. Yeah. Well, sort of moot now because it's off of me. But I have to go and find a new favorite gambit to use in order to get rid of those filth crawlers because I'm at a loss at the moment. Ouch! Because there were a number of them that I used that worked very, very effectively against them, but the ones I used to use then are changed in such a way that they're useful in other circumstances, but definitely not against doing that quick damage you need against the crawlers with the Shepherd of Filth. There you go. Hey, you. These mobs are a lot tougher than they used to be. I was expecting that this was going to be a very, very fast, let's get through this baseline to use in which to see how things are before heading off into Tier 2 and Tier 3 to see how they are going. Well, I know, this is making me wonder, am I even going to get through Tier 2? Now, is this because of where the Warden is, or did they change something about the enemies in here? Because my Lord Master was ripping through here, right? I am remembering that properly. Okay, war cry. How is that going to work on here? I have to go through every single gambit, see which one is best for the shepherd. Maybe the next time I see a shepherd, assuming I don't see it in a counterattack, but instead have a chance to look in advance, I can prepare myself, arm myself, and be ready. And then, of course, I need to remember it the next time I'm ready to face a shepherd. There you go. Yeah, this is a lot slower than usual. Hey, you! Let's see. Maybe I should also look at what these gambits do. Like this one says, forward thrust that deals a strong light damage over time. Alright. Yeah, I think a lot of this things do like do damage over time. All right, there we go. It's though the area attacks that I need to get up to a point, because what I need is an area damage that's very, very quick burst in order to do it. I was hoping Conviction would do it, but that didn't do anything with those at all. 10 targets, maybe because it's doing so many targets. 10 targets at the same time isn't exactly what you're... Well, yes, but if you had a real small number of targets, it might not get all of the crawlers because there could be other mobs in the area. I'm definitely going to need some way around that. Okay, and I've got one drunken master here who is getting me drunk. Okay, well, thank you for dying there. Now, it doesn't help that I am forgetting to use advanced techniques in here. Okay, now I'll heal myself. Oh, actually, what mode am I in? What stance am I doing right now? I am in tanking stance! Well, I better change that, see what happens if I switch stances. I have retraded to the red line, so let's see if that makes my attacks any more effective. So at least we will get an opportunity to see the difference between the red and blue lines from the point of view of damage, which may prove useful. I'm hoping I'll be able to... Oh yeah, that was a bit faster. Good. And what about you? That seemed to take its sweet time. Your turn. I'm hoping this will just be able to deal with... Now, of course, it means I have less in the way of defense when I do it this way. So at tier 3, I don't think there's any chance in the world I'll survive tier 3 in red line. But in a tier 1 skirmish, it should be fine. There we go. Yoo-hoo! What have we got up here? We have got a pale trapper. Alright, well, we'll just have to deal with that. Let's see if we get something started before he blows his horn. Ouch! Your turn. I think my Lore Master is still faster in this regard, but then I think the Lore Master has some really nasty, powerful skills, and I still haven't figured out how to optimize the new Warden. Though I'm sure that the retrading is going to go a long way to improving things. Now, let's see what we've got over there. Daywalker Berserker. Right. What was the other? Oh, sounds and snorting. So we got the pig. Alright. Then we'll deal with the pig later. Oh, that was really sneaky. Alright, just so that I won't forget this. I gotta learn to see. So I've got Javelin Deadly. Oh, that's right. You've got. And, oh. Really? Really? Hey. You. Stay away from me. Okay. Shields drop. Soon you'll drop. I hope so. If not, I hope he drops before I drop. That's for sure. There you go. There. Next. And you? Ah. Well, you're just... oh. Using Javelin Deadly Force on a single mob. That just sounds so wrong. There we go. The courtyard has been cleared. The banner may be claimed. Well, it may be claimed, but there's a pig I need to deal with. Let's see how long it takes for me to deal with this pig compared to how long it took me to deal with that brigand. Yeah, I'm half wanting to do the throwing down of Wages of Fear, followed by rusting with Critical Strike, but they don't exist anymore. And since they don't exist anymore, I can't do anything with them. Alright, I've got... oh, he's dead. Yeah, never mind. Sounds like I'm not taking full advantage of even the red line. I'm going to need a few more lessons in, apparently, maybe a series on Warden 102. Or is this 103? This is the second major change I guess there's been on the Warden. So maybe I guess it's Warden 103 it would be, but seeing how I never made a series on 101 or 102 for them, I guess that's really would be inappropriate. Well. Hey. Don't poke her. Now, I think I'll need to... this will kill the banner, right? It didn't do a thing to the banner. I'm obviously doing something wrong then. What I think our area attacks maybe aren't anymore? Well, that could make a major problem. Well, that is Thievery and Mischief, which, with the updated Warden, I decide whether I want to use that as a baseline or whether I will be better prepared with a little bit more honing down of how I do on this class. Whichever it is, we'll find that out in the next episode of Skirmishing 102.